What's up guys, Eagle and Dead, full of Silent Shots Gaming, back again. This video is, as it's titled, scanning. It's a scanning tutorial. And now, my scanning ship is the Sisters of Eve Stratios. I suggest you get this ship. And I suggest you train for Covert Ops Cloaking Device T2. If you can get the T2 variants to be scanning things, it'd be ideal. The scanning things are as follows: Scan Acquisition Array, the Scan Range Finding Array, and the Scan Pinpointing Array. Now with the new map, it's kind of awkward to get it all done. Now on top of that, if you're going to do this, I strongly suggest you get the Sisters of Eve Extended Probe Launcher. That way you can launch the Sisters of Eve combat probes and core scanner probes. Now we're going to decloak and load up the Sisters of Eve core scanner probes, these ones right here. So let me get those loaded up. It takes about 10 seconds for them to load up. Now I'm in a wormhole system. It's either C3 or C4. Let's have a quick gander off the game to have a quick gander. I believe it is a C4. Is it? Yeah, it's a C4. Now right now it has two statics, a C5 and a C4 static in the system, which is always nice. So you launch them, you activate your afterburner. Now I strongly suggest you try and get a T2 afterburner for this ship, as it will help. Once I've afterburned away, I will then recloak, so that way anyone in the system with me can't scan me down with combat scanner probes. Once you're decent enough away, don't worry about deactivating that, deactivate automatically, and that'll activate. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up our scanner interface and open up a map. This is the map. It's a new EVE Online map. Now what I find is this large launch spread formation not really are effective, so you want to change it to pinpoint formation and then expand it out. Drag the bubbles, all bubbles out by just dragging one of them, then hit the analyze button. Now for this, we're going to actually aim for this guy here. We're going to aim for that guy. We're going to aim for AYZ272. that's our target, so we're going for that guy. Right now it's over here, so what you want to do is you want to move the dots to there. Now to get a focus on your target, double click the target you're scanning down. Now this works in high sec as well, and I strongly suggest you get Stratios for whether it be high sec, null sec, low sec, wherever you're standing in, best to get that type of ship, as it helps. Now the arrows actually assist you in the sense that you can move it via arrows, or you can move it via holding down on the face. I move it via arrows to get it dead on the circle of the signature. You want, for scanning purposes, you want to go in your filters and take out anomalies. That way, when you come to scanning down items, you're not scanning down anomalies which are already open. That's for scanning down items. When you come to scanning down player items, you want to keep the anomalies closed off as well, so you're only picking up what the people are, nothing else. So with that in mind, we've now got that dead centered, so we can move this in slightly, not too far. You move it in too far, you'll lose signature. You move it out too far, you lose signature. You do it at increments, so that way you're actually able to scan it down. It's a tedious thing, a tedious activity in EVE Online, but it is a fun activity if you do it correctly. And there's people out there who actually earn quite a lot of money from scanning down relic and data sites from this. Now we managed to get up a little bit more, so we're going to move the item over, move it down, and then we're going to move it in as well, move it in again. That will allow us to get a better read. All these crossing of the probes mean that it's focused in that area. Okay, so there we go. It's now up to 2.85, so this one's going to be a beggar. This one's going to be a pain in the butt to scan down, but it's not a problem. I've got all day. Now, being in wormhole system, my only advice for wormholes is you make sure you've got the cloaking skill. If you've got the T2 cloak on a T2 ship, or a faction ship, in this case a Sisters of Eve, Stratios, or an Astero, it's great work for it. It will basically allow you to pinpoint your target. Now, what I mean by that is, thanks to the ship settings, this blue weird looking ball is the Astero's effective range. Stratios' effective range. I'm in the center of this blue. My ship is helping towards pinpointing with those three low slot, medium slots. Bloody hell, I am struggling with my words today. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring that in again, and we're going to analyze. So what we're focusing on, like I said, is A, Y, Z. We're focusing on that guy, because that guy we want. Okay, so it's a data site. Now, for me, I can't really use data sites, so this is no good to me, but it's always good to do it regardless. It helps you hone your skills. Now, in wormhole space, unless you are in the wormhole or you're literally right next door to the wormhole, data and relic sites aren't really like useful unless you have the skills to do it on your own without dying. Right now I'm in a either C3 or C4 wormhole, so that means I'm not going to be able to go in and get whatever's in this relic data site, so that's a downside. But if I was to, and I was on my own, and it wasn't in such a high wormhole class, I would be able to make quite a pretty penny with that wormhole. Now, let me click here. Also, with the different wormhole classifications, you've got to be very aware that the higher the number, the more dangerous the rats are. So the rats in the wormhole space are called sleepers. In the C1, C2 class space, they're very easy to kill, and they don't tend to spawn a lot, but you don't really get a great deal of decent stuff from those ones. Now in C3 and C4s you get rather nice things, same as C2s, but again it all depends on your skill level and how good you are at scanning it down, doing the site and getting out without dying. C5s up, C4s to C6, yeah, it's awkward. So there we go, we have the data site right there, and that's really it. There's nothing else to it. Once you scan down a site, I use a thing called Siggy, which is a wormhole application. There's also there's multiple wormhole applications out there, including Siggy, where you can input your information for your corporation or yourself or even an alliance to actually see. Now I use Siggy because Siggy's easier for me and my corp use it as well. It takes a while to scan down in a wormhole, and if you're going to scan down in one of these wormholes on a stream or on a YouTube video, this type of setup is perfect, where you have your event going on along here, your chat, you've got your location area on what you're actually going for in target, your drones, overview, always set up an overview that's decent, so PvP, PvE, Warp 2, mining and general. And then you've got your scanner here. That's your directional scanner. Always, for crying out loud, always have your directional scanner open. Because what this little circle is, I've just discovered, is your directional scanner. It will scan whatever's in this area and tell you if you've got a problem. So with that in mind, I'm going to end this recording here, and I'm going to take it over to Camtasia to edit, and once it's edited over there, I will be uploading it today. So don't forget to subscribe. If you're a fan of going on to Twitter, I've got a Twitter account, it's in the description, along with a Twitch live streaming account, which is also in the description. Go ahead and follow on there. I do stream regularly. I've got American Truck Simulator on Mondays. Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays I try to stream either online. If I'm not on the Tuesday or Thursday, I'll be on the Wednesday. And on Fridays, World of Warships. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'm Eagle and Dev for Lasana Struts Gaming, signing out. Ta-da! Oh, and fly safe out there, people.